It's not your job to have to absorb other people's stuff, right? So you probably heard this before, or you've heard this idea spoken about before, boundaries and so on. So I just want to differentiate between different things in this short video I'm going to make this morning. So we can be supportive of people. There's nothing wrong with that. So this video is not saying cannot be supportive of people. That's not what it's about. Rather, how we support people, right? That's what this video is about. Rules and limits, boundaries. Also, what does it mean for there to be evidence or proof that you care about somebody, right? The thing is, people on the other side of this, like the person maybe you're trying to support or be there for, they sometimes will interpret it this way. Unless you are absorbing their energy, if you will, if you want to use the word energy, their stress, even pessimism or negativity, if you will. So unless you're suffering with them, right? Yeah, it doesn't count. Look, you don't care. You're not miserable with me. So yeah, there's something to be said about having empathy, right? Because that word can be used to be a bit dismissive of having boundaries or healthy boundaries. They'll say, well, I can't, I just have empathy for people. Well, fine, there's nothing wrong with empathy. Empathy doesn't mean you have to absorb it, though, right? Or take all of that stress or that energy on. Empathy is just being able to consider what it would feel like for somebody else in a situation. So we definitely can have empathy. We can be supportive, but this doesn't mean that we have to fully just take on someone's energy, or if you want to say suffering, or if they're miserable, pessimistic, or just the stress in general, right? You don't have to. You can compartmentalize. You can definitely be present with someone. That's important, right? You can be present. You're there with them. Perhaps you're a good listener, but you're able to compartmentalize in that you understand that what you're hearing or what you're being present with to support somebody, that you keep it in a particular space and how you think about it, or where you keep that information. You're not allowing it to affect your life. So you store it within a context. So this is John Doe's or Jane Doe's issues. They're over here in a separate box. These issues do not need to affect my personal life and what I prioritize, right? As far as my own values, needs, etc. So this is something, just a friendly reminder. We hear this a lot, right? And other ways of speaking about it. So, yep, you can be supportive of people, but that doesn't mean you can't have rules and limits. Doesn't mean you have to absorb it, right? You definitely can have a healthy space there, a healthy space. Now, if you do have people in your life that you're connected to, that they are either directly or just in a roundabout way, indirectly perhaps, right, insisting that your support doesn't count unless you appear to be miserable with them or pessimistic with them. Like people want to gossip, right, about petty things. For instance, they're having a bad day. So I think you get the idea. You can be supportive. You don't have to absorb it. Protect that space for yourself. Control your narrative for what you want for your life. Because this world is about competing narratives to an extent. What's the narrative you'll have for today? How do you want to see this world? How do you want to interpret situations and people's behaviors? That's up to you. You don't have to feed into and support narratives that are not perhaps the most ideal for your situation, for you to be a healthy person. So yes, be supportive. You can be present with people, but have boundaries. Also, you don't have to let people just vent on you all the time either. That's a whole other issue. You can tell people, hey, go speak to a therapist, right? I think that would be a better situation, less distractions. So my name's James Hunter. This is my channel. I talk about different topics, mental health, physical fitness. Yeah, the shameless bicep shots, not too shabby for a 53-year-old man, right? So if you like topics about wellness, physical, mental health, maybe other topics of interest, sometimes I will make videos about. I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel, like the video. Feel free to look at my playlist. I got a lot of different ones on here. In particular, Fitness in My 50s is one I'll be updating more this year as I kind of move through other projects that I've been working on, and I'll be able to start putting content on that again. So stay tuned. I'll be putting out more videos, and have a good week. Thank you.